Has anyone seen Representative Murray? Wait. No,
Wait, I misplaced you.
he told me that, that empty seat.
Who's the empty seat?
Who is it?
Norbert.
All right, so she may be here late.
So this will change on your sheet. McGuire offered an amendment, so it's to amend the bill. So, that-
Yep, and I've got the amendment here.
okay.
How's that bar doing? I know. Icelandic bar.
All right, you ready?
Nope. You? By the way, there's a big question mark.
All right.
This is gonna be amended.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Amendments here.
Just so you understand. Just talking to, so is this my copy or that's your copy?
I don't know, you flipping them on and off. You take that one. I've got enough.
You don't know? Okay. So. Basically trying to figure out what they did here because this bill was amended.
what you
on the
changed.
floor with
You
that
lost a lot of
amendment.
weight.
So they retained a bill that had that amendment.
Oh, yeah.
And then they didn't do anything with it.
Where the hell's he at?
Yeah, so I indicated to him and he's looking into it. So you basically aware of that.
All right, we'll have
It's not
Tracy,
whether they own motions,
Tracy give us
OTP,
a hint on that.
Yeah, 'cause I did that
All
last
right.
week.
Who's the empty seat?
That's Tracy. He's around.
He's looking into the problem I just pointed out to you.
All right. We'll wait for him to get back. Here he is.
You have two copies of this. That's what's coming.
I had two as well.
Keep two. I don't need more.
Good morning. We'll call the Finance Committee to order. We have a large number of bills to deal with today for their final, we hope, disposition. There are 25 out of the 33 that have been incorporated in HB2. Don't worry about making the motion if it's inexpedient because it has been incorporated, because even if you don't hand something to Janet, I've already told her what to say. It's just going to be incorporated in HB2, no further action necessary, and so on. So we'll begin with Division 1 and call upon Representative Leishman to tell us who's going to make the motions on each bill.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and good morning. Let me recognize Representative Griffin to speak to 212.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion to ITL this bill. This bill was included in HB2 under sections 358 and 365 and is no longer needed. Thank you. Is there any further discussion? We'll try to get through these 25 as quickly as possible. The motion is inexpedient to legislate. The clerk will call the roll on that motion on House Bill 212.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Representative Earth,
Yes.
Representative McGuire,
Yes.
Representative Petrie votes yes. Representative Emmerich,
Yes.
Representative Griffin,
Yes.
Representative Mooney,
Yes.
Representative Kofalt for Representative Edwards,
Yes.
Representative Bean,
Yes.
Representative Hall,
Yes.
Representative Sweeney,
Yes.
Representative Cambrose,
Yes.
He has the option.
Representative Popovich Muller,
Yes.
Representative Wallner,
Yes.
Representative Norgren,
Yes.
Representative Leishman,
Yes.
Representative Bucco,
Yes.
Representative Hewitt,
Yes.
Representative Heath,
Yes.
Representative Murray,
Yes.
Representative Ebel,
Yes.
Representative Tulersky,
Representative Shapiro.
Let me begin by saying Representative Shapiro is replacing Representative Tulersky. Representative Kofalt is replacing Representative Edwards. Welcome.
Thank you. Yes.
thank you. Representative Haken Phillips,
Yes.
Representative Stringham,
Yes.
and Representative Weiler.
Yes. Got Representative Grassi?
Hmm.
Is he on your list?
It's a tie vote.
He's probably there. Let's see. Hatch.
Hatch, no,
Call
Hatch is off the list. All right, so okay, so very easily. Representative Grassi.
Yes.
Thank you. So on the future roll calls, you're gonna be putting in, gonna be adding him if he's not there already. You're gonna be adding Shapiro for Tulerski and Kofalt for Edwards.
We're gonna try, sir.
We'll do our best.
Give him time.
All right, and the announcement is,
And the announcement is, the vote is 25-0 in favor of the motion of ITL.
thank you, and I think this will go on a consent calendar. Representative Leishman.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. House Bill 230, Department of Agriculture, Markets and Food, an electronic data processing system. Like to recognize Representative Sweeney.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I move House Bill 230 and expedient to legislate. We included it in the budget.
Is there a second? All right. Second?
Who is the second?
Look, it ought to be
Oh,
somebody
public.
from Division 1.
Second.
There we go.
Okay.
McGuire. All right. Further discussion on House Bill 230? Seeing none, you ready for the question? The clerk will call the roll on the motion to make House Bill 230 inexpedient to legislate.
Okay. Representative Earth.
Yes. Yes.
Representative McGuire.
Yes.
Representative Petrie votes yes. Representative Emmerich.
Yes.
Representative Griffin.
Yes.
Representative Mooney.
Yes.
Representative Kofalt.
Yes.
Representative Bean.
Yes.
Representative Hole.
Yes.
Representative Sweeney.
Yes.
Representative Cambrils.
Yes.
Representative Popovici Muller.
Yes.
Representative Wallner.
Yes.
Representative Norgren.
Yes.
Representative Leishman.
Yes.
Representative Bucco.
Yes.
Representative Hewitt.
Yes.
Representative Heath.
Yes.
Representative Murray.
Yes.
Representative Ebel.
Yes.
Representative, yeah,
Shapiro?
Shapiro.
Yes.
Nice try. Just tried to remember.
Sorry.
Representative Haken Phillips.
Yes.
Representative Stringham.
Yes.
Representative Grassi.
Yes.
And Representative Weiler.
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, the vote is 25-0 in favor of the ITL.
Thank you. We'll put that on the consent. Without objection.
230.
Representative Leishman is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. 276, establishing a cyanobacteria mitigation grant fund. I'd like to recognize Representative McGuire and Ebel.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I move ITL on this bill. So
Thank you.
we put this in House Bill 2 for $1, and the sponsor, Representative Rung, talked the Senate into $1 million, and that's where it stands now.
Is there further discussion on House Bill 276? Seeing none, the clerk will call a roll on the motion to mark the bill inexpedient to legislate. You make the corrections on those Tulerski, Wright, Shapiro, and for
We'll
Edwards,
do the
Wright-
best we can.
Edwards, Wright, Kofalt.
All right. Representative Earth.
Yes.
Representative McGuire.
Yes.
Representative Petrie votes yes. Representative Emmerich.
Yes.
Representative Griffin.
Yes.
Representative Mooney.
Yes.
Representative Kofalt.
Yes.
Representative Bean.
Yes.
Representative Hole.
Yes.
Representative Sweeney. Representative Cambrils.
Yes.
Representative Popovici Muller.
Yes.
Representative Wallner.
Yes.
Representative Norgren.
Yes.
Representative Leishman.
Yes.
Representative Bucco,
Yes.
Representative Hewitt,
Yes.
Representative Heath,
Yes.
Representative Murray,
Yes.
right, not yet. Representative Ebel,
Yes.
now Representative Shapiro,
Yes.
Representative Haken Phillips,
Yes.
Representative Stringham,
Yes.
Representative Grassi,
Yes.
and Representative Weiler.
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, the vote is 25-0 in favor of the ITL.
Vote being 25-0 with no objection, I'll put it on the consent calendar. Representative Leishman.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. House Bill 300, prohibiting the disposal of certain food waste. Like to recognize Representative Ebel and McGuire.
Thank you, Chair Leishman. I move ITL
Second.
on HB 300.
Thank you.
HB 300, which would require the diversion of food waste under specified circumstances and provided for the hiring of a DES employee to oversee. Composting program was included in total in the budget and therefore is no longer necessary.
Thank you for sending me your reports. Further discussion on House Bill 300. Don't need to record that, Joe.
What's that vote again?
Further discussion, seeing none, the clerk will call the roll on the motion to mark House Bill 300 as inexpedient to legislate.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Representative Erf,
Yes.
Representative McGuire,
Yes.
Representative Petrie votes yes. Representative Emmerich,
Yes.
Representative Griffin,
Yes.
Representative Mooney,
Yes.
Representative Kofal,
Yes.
Representative Bean,
Yes.
Representative Hall,
Yes.
Representative Sweeney,
Yes.
Representative Cambrils,
Yes.
Representative Popovich Muller,
Yes.
Representative Wallner,
Yes.
Representative Norgren,
Yes.
Representative Leishman,
Yes.
Representative Bucco,
Yes.
Representative Hewitt,
Yes.
Representative Heath,
Yes.
Representative Murray,
Yes.
Representative Ebel,
Yes.
Representative Shapiro, Representative Haken Phillips,
Yes.
Representative Stringham,
Yes.
Representative Grassi,
Yes.
and Representative Weiler.
Yes.
Mr. Chair, the vote is 25-0 in favor of the ITL.
Motion being 25-0 on House Bill 300, I'll ask that it be put in the consent calendar. Representative Leishman.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. House Bill 311, appropriation for eligible wastewater projects. Like to recognize Representative Grassi and Sweeney.
Mr. Chairman, I'll move ITL.
Motion and a second to ITL. Is there further discussion? Seeing none,
I'm sorry, Mr. Chairman, I missed that second. Mr. Sweeney, thank you. Representative Sweeney. Thank you.
all right, the clerk will call the roll on the motion to mark House Bill 311 inexpedient to legislate.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. ITL. Representative Erf,
Yes.
Representative McGuire,
Yes.
Representative Petrie votes yes. Representative Emmerich,
Yes.
Representative Griffin,
Yes.
Representative Mooney,
Yes.
Representative Kofal,
Yes.
Representative Bean,
Yes.
Representative Hall,
Yes.
Representative Sweeney,
Yes.
Representative Cambrils,
Yes.
Representative Popovich Muller,
Yes.
Representative Wallner,
Yes.
Representative Norgren,
Yes.
Representative Leishman,
Yes.
Representative Bucco,
Yes.
Representative Hewitt,
Yes.
Representative Heath,
Yes.
Representative Murray,
Yes.
Representative Ebel,
Yes.
Representative Shapiro,
Yes.
Representative Haken Phillips,
Yes.
Representative Stringham,
Yes.
Representative Grassi,
Yes.
and Representative Weiler.
Yes.
Mr. Chair, the vote is 25-0 to ITL.
The vote being 25-0, I will ask it to be put on the consent calendar for House Bill 311. Representative Leishman.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. 347, establishing a Superior Land Use Review docket. Like to recognize Representative Ebel and Cambrels.
Thank you very much. I move ITL on HB 347.
I will second that motion.
As with the previous bills, this bill regarding the creation of a Superior Court Land Use Review docket has been included in the budget and is no longer needed.
Motion of inexpedient to legislate on House Bill 347. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, the clerk will call a roll on the motion to inexpedient to legislate.
Thank you,
House
Mr.
Bill 347.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Representative Earth.
Yes.
Representative McGuire.
Yes.
Representative Petrie votes yes. Representative Emmerich.
Yes.
Representative Griffin.
Yes.
Representative Mooney.
yes,
Representative Kofal.
Yes.
Representative Bean.
Yes.
Representative Hole.
Yes.
Representative Sweeney.
Yes.
Representative Campbells.
Yes.
Representative Popovici Muller.
Yes.
Representative Wallner.
yes,
Representative Norgren.
yes,
Representative Leishman.
Yes.
Representative Bucco.
Yes.
Representative Hewitt.
Yes.
Representative Heath.
yes,
Representative Murray.
Yes.
Representative Ebel.
Yes.
Representative Shapiro.
Yes.
Representative Haken Phillips.
yes,
Representative Stringham.
Yes.
Representative Grassi.
Yes.
And Representative Weiler.
Yes.
Mr. Chair, the vote is 25-0 in favor of the ITL.
The vote being 25-0 on the motion to inexpedient to legislate, I'll ask it to be put on the consent calendar. Representative Leishman.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. House Bill 436. Actually, there'll be an amendment offered by Representative McGuire that will be spoken on right now.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'd like to move Amendment 2023-245-8H, and I'd like to speak to my motion.
I'll second it, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, you are recognized.
Thank you. So, House Bill 436 was, you may remember, it was for improving Group 2 retirement plan for what we call the GAP people. It's the people whose plan was 12 years ago was reduced, and so this was strongly supported by the House. We put it into House Bill 2. It was just as strongly disliked by the Senate. And what they did in the end of the day was created a commission to study the problem. And that commission has just finished with a recommendation, not particularly close. It was not particularly strongly. It was 8-6. But they did have a recommendation to do a partial version of House Bill 436. Now that's going to become a bill that Representative Leishman will be the prime sponsor. I'll be a co-sponsor, and hopefully others. But it'll be handled like a normal bill this coming year in the ED&A committee. So that leaves 436 with nothing, with no particular purpose. And so one of the things that happened in the budget that particularly annoyed me, if you remember, House Bill 50 was the bill that on the House floor we changed to pay down the unfunded liability by $50 million, and then we tabled it and put it in the budget. Well, that was also just simply removed by the Senate. And so this amendment would turn House Bill 436 into that version of House Bill 50 that was strongly passed by the House. So it would pay down the unfunded liability by $50 million. Personally, I think this is very, it's a good thing to do. The unfunded liability is like debt that's accruing at 6.75% interest. And so for every dollar we put in today, that's like $1.07 we don't have to put in a year from now. or $1.14 we don't have to put in a year from then, and so on. And so I believe we have extra money that was unspent during the budget period. And this is a way of sort of having a mini committee of conference with the Senate and say, look, we really want this. And so that's my proposal.
So the motion is ought to pass as amended by
Well, I
amendment
think,
2458.
Mr. Chairman, we probably should have passed the amendment
Yeah.
first, or vote on it,
All right.
hopefully pass it,
Let's-
and then
let's,
separately vote.
See a show of hands on who was in favor of adopting amendment 2458. Raise your hands if you're in favor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. I think it's 14 or 15. Those opposed? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
18 and 7.
18 to 7, okay. On the amendment.
If I could, Mr. Chairman, the vote in the division to support the McGuire amendment was 4-1.
Okay. Further discussion. Anybody want to say why they're opposed, or just let it go? Any further discussion? Seeing none, we have adopted Amendment 2458 on the motion of ought to pass as amended. House Bill 436, which, by the way, has been
Thank you. Thank you.
zeroed out and replaced with the text of 2458. 2458 replaces the whole bill, which was several pages. So the clerk will call a roll on the motion of ought to pass as amended on House Bill 436.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. All right, 436. All right, Representative Earth.
Yes.
Representative McGuire.
Yes.
Representative Petrie votes yes. Representative Emmerich.
Yes.
Representative Griffin.
Yes.
Representative Mooney.
Yes.
Representative Kofalt.
Yes.
Representative Bean.
Yes.
Representative Hole.
Yes.
Representative Sweeney.
Yes.
Representative Cambrels.
Yes.
Representative Popovici Muller.
Yes.
Representative Wallner.
No.
Representative Norgren.
No.
Representative Leishman.
Yes.
Representative Bucco.
No.
Representative Hewitt.
Yes.
Representative Heath.
No.
Representative Murray.
No.
Representative Ebel.
No.
Representative Shapiro.
No.
Representative Haken Phillips.
No.
Representative Stringham.
Yes.
Representative Grassi.
Yes.
Representative Weiler.
Yes. I show 17 to 8.
That is correct, Mr. Chairman. 17 to 8.
Okay, and this will not go on consent. The vote is 17 to 8 for House Bill 436 ought to pass as amended with amendment number 2458. Representative Leishman.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. House Bill 462, making an appropriation to the Solid Waste Management Fund. I'd like to recognize Representative Ebel and McGuire.
Thank you, sir. I move ITL on HB 462.
Second.
HB 462 would have appropriated $2 million to the Solid Waste Management Fund to help fund a grant program for solid waste diversion activities and also target food waste reduction. When it was rolled into the budget, when it got to the Senate, they reduced it to $1 million. So it is in the budget at half the amount we originally supported, and for that reason, this bill is no longer needed, and I'm moving ITL.
Motion of an expedient on House Bill 462. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, the clerk will call the roll on the motion to mark House Bill 462 inexpedient to legislate.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Representative Earth.
Yes.
Representative McGuire.
Yes.
Representative Petrie votes yes. Representative Emmerich.
Yes.
Representative Griffin,
Yes.
Representative Mooney,
Yes.
Representative Kofalt,
Yes.
Representative Bean,
Yes.
Representative Hall,
Yes.
Representative Sweeney,
Yes.
Representative Campbells,
Yes.
Representative Popovici Muller,
Yes.
Representative Wallner,
Yes.
Representative Norgan,
Yes.
Representative Leishman,
Yes.
Representative Bucco,
Yes.
Representative Hewitt,
Yes.
Representative Heath,
Yes.
Representative Murray,
Yes.
Representative Ebel,
Yes.
Representative
Yes.
Shapiro. The updated list isn't updated. Okay, that's all right. Haken, Representative Haken Phillips.
Yes.
Representative Stringham.
Yes.
Representative Grassi.
Yes.
And what the heck happened here?
Come out, you haven't called me yet.
I know. But there should be 25. Where'd I miss? Oh, I see. Okay. And Representative Weiler.
Yes.
Can't read my own writing. Mr. Chairman, the vote is 25-0.
The vote being 25-0, we'll ask that the bill be put on consent. Representative Leishman.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. House Bill 571, relative to the cost of living adjustments for certain Group 2 retirees. I'd like to recognize Representative Cambrels and Griffin.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'd like to make a motion to ITL House Bill 571.
Seconded.
The reason we were ITLing this bill is because a provision for a one-time $500 allowance was already made in sections 368 through 370 of HB 2, so this bill is no longer necessary.
Motion to mark House Bill 571 inexpedient to legislate. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, the clerk will call the roll on the motion of inexpedient to legislate for House Bill 571.
And I assume Representative Griffin seconded that motion? Thank you. Very good. Let me see. 571. Representative Erf.
Yes.
Representative McGuire.
Yes.
Representative Petrie votes yes. Representative Emmerich.
Yes.
Representative Griffin.
Yes.
Representative Mooney.
Yes.
Representative Kofalt.
Yes.
Representative Bean.
Yes.
Representative Hall.
Yes.
Representative Sweeney.
Yes.
Representative Campbells.
Yes.
Representative Popovici Muller.
Yes.
Representative Wallner.
Yes.
Representative Norgren.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I thank you. Representative Leishman.
Yes.
Representative Bucco.
Yes.
Representative Hewitt.
Yes.
Representative Heath.
Yes.
Representative Murray.
Yes.
Representative Ebel.
Yes.
Representative Shapiro.
Yes.
Representative Haken Phillips.
Yes.
Representative Stringham.
Yes.
Representative Grassi.
Yes.
Representative Weiler.
Yes.
Mr. Chair, the vote is 25-0 to ITL motion.
Motion being 25-0 on House Bill 571 will recommend the consent calendar. Representative Leishman.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Senate Bill 128, relative to payments for legal services for persons involuntary admitted. I'd like to recognize Representative Sweeney and Cambrels.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I do move inexpedient to legislate on Senate Bill 128. Unlike the other bills that we've already dealt with so far in committee today, this bill did not enter into the budget. However, it was a Senate bill that came to us from the Senate. When it came to Division 1, we didn't hear anything from the Senate as to the importance of the bill or as to why we needed to fund this program. They did not see fit to fund it in their version of the budget, which they had the final say on. So for that reason, we could not find reason to support an additional expenditure after the budget process was concluded on this Senate bill. So that's why we're moving inexpedient to legislate.
I will second that motion.
Senate Bill 128, the motion is inexpedient to legislate. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, the clerk will call a roll on the motion to inexpedient to legislate for Senate Bill 128.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Representative Earth.
Yes.
Representative McGuire.
Yes.
Representative Petrie votes yes. Representative Emmerich.
Yes.
Representative Griffin.
Yes.
Representative Mooney.
Yes.
Representative Kofalt.
Yes.
Representative Bean.
Yes.
Representative Hole.
Yes.
Representative Sweeney.
Yes.
Representative Gambros.
Yes.
Representative Popovici Muller.
Yes.
Representative Wallner.
Yes.
Representative Norgren.
Yes.
Representative Leishman.
Yes.
Representative Bucco.
Yes.
Representative Hewitt.
Yes.
Representative Heath.
Yes.
Representative Murray.
Yes.
Representative Ebel.
Yes.
Representative Shapiro.
Yes.
Representative Haken Phillips.
Yes.
Representative Stringham.
Yes.
Representative Grassi.
Yes.
Representative Weiler.
Yes.
Mr. Chair, the vote is 25-0 to ITL motion.
The motion on Senate Bill 128 being 25-0 on ITL, I will recommend the consent calendar for that. Representative Leishman.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Senate Bill 267, requiring the Commissioner of the Department of Environmental Services to consider a cumulative impact analysis. I'd like to recognize Representative Sweeney and Cambrels.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I move inexpedient to legislate on Senate Bill 267. Similar to Senate Bill 128, this was a Senate bill that got through the Senate, came to the House, and was not included in the Senate's version of the final budget for funding purposes. However, separately from 128, we did have the Senate who sponsored it, came into our committee. We had a thorough discussion on the policy. We could probably spend among our committee today hours discussing the policy of cumulative impact analysis and the roadmap for that and the potential path that that would take the state down towards. But solely on the financial matters, this would hire an additional staffer in the Department of Environmental Services to build this program out and to study the potential definition of cumulative impact analysis. Post-budget, adding an additional staffer, in my opinion, is not a wise move for us to make, especially when there were other vacancies in the department of staff positions similar to this nature. And for that reason, on the financial side of things, I would move inexpedient to legislate.
And I will second that motion.
Motion to mark it inexpedient to legislate. Motion and a second. Is there further discussion on Senate Bill 267? Representative Ebel.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Representative Sweeney has accurately described the situation with respect to the policy part of the bill. I would remind the committee that from a policy standpoint, there was very strong support on the House floor. The bill was unanimously recommended by the House Environment and Agriculture Committee. We passed it 302 to 77. This would indeed create a position in DES to review what there is in existence under New Hampshire law to look at cumulative impacts, but also look more broadly at the issue. The cost to the budget would be $250,000 for 2 years, as estimated by the department. I want to emphasize this does not authorize DES to take any action. It is only authorizing DES to make a recommendation to the legislature, and we could decide in the future what we wanted to do. I think the point here is that under existing law, any facility that is being analyzed for the pollutants that it is emitting is being looked at in a siloed approach. Therefore, there could be a great deal of, say, air pollution generally, and that aspect isn't even looked at. They're only looking at this point at permitting the individual facility. Considering, for instance, what happened with Saint-Gobain, PFAS, there's any number of environmental toxins out there. I would say that looking at things at such a siloed approach is not good for the public health, for citizens for the state of New Hampshire. And for that reason, I urge my colleagues to oppose the ITL and support an alternative motion. Thank you.
Thank you. Further discussion on Senate Bill 267? Seeing none, the clerk will call the roll on the motion of inexpedient to legislate for Senate Bill 267.
Thank you, excuse me. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Representative Earth,
Yes.
Representative McGuire,
Yes.
Representative Petrie votes yes. Representative Emmerich,
Yes.
Representative Griffin,
Yes.
Representative Mooney,
Yes.
Representative Kofalt,
Yes.
Representative Bean,
Yes.
Representative Hole,
Yes.
Representative Sweeney,
Yes.
Representative Cambrils,
Yes.
Representative Popovici Muller,
Yes.
Representative Wallner,
No.
Representative Norgren,
No.
Representative Leishman,
No.
Representative Bucco,
No.
Representative Hewitt,
No.
Representative Heath,
No.
Representative Murray,
No.
Representative Ebel,
No.
Representative Shapiro,
No.
Representative Haken Phillips,
No.
Representative Stringham,
No.
Representative Grassi,
No.
Representative Weiler.
Yes.
Mr. Chair, the vote is 13 to 12 in favor of the ITL.
The vote being 13 to 12, we'll put this on the regular calendar as inexpedient to legislate. Thank you, Division 1. Moving on to Division 2, recognizing Representative Emmerich.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. HB 272, I recognize Representative Heath.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I would like to move House Bill 272 as ITL. Our vote in subcommittee was 9-0, and this has been put into the budget.
I'll second that motion.
Further discussion on the motion of inexpedient to legislate on House Bill 272? Seeing none, are you ready for the question? The clerk will call the roll of inexpedient to legislate on House Bill 272.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Representative Earth,
Yes.
Representative McGuire,
Yes.
Representative Petrie votes yes. Representative Emmerich,
Yes.
Representative Griffin,
Yes.
Representative Mooney,
Yes.
Representative Kofalt,
Yes.
Representative Bean,
Yes.
Representative Hole,
Yes.
Representative Sweeney,
Yes.
Representative Cambrils,
Yes.
Representative Popovici Muller,
Yes.
Representative Wallner,
Yes.
Representative Norgren,
Yes.
Representative Leishman,
Yes.
Representative Bucco,
Yes.
Representative Hewitt,
Yes.
Representative Heath,
Yes.
Representative Murray,
Yes.
Representative Ebel,
Yes.
Representative Shapiro,
Yes.
Representative Haken Phillips,
Yes.
Representative Stringham,
Yes.
Representative Grassi,
Yes.
Representative Weiler.
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, the vote is 25 to 0 to ITL the motion.
Motion being 25, the vote being 25 to 0 on the motion inexpedient to legislate for House Bill 272, I will mark that down for the consent calendar. Representative Emmerich.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. House Bill 419, recognize Representative Petrie and Representative Heath.
Did you skip 332?
Oh, I'm sorry. HB 322,
332.
332. I'm having a tough day today. Relative to school building aid eligible projects. I would recognize Representative Petrie and Representative Heath.
Okay. Make a motion to ITL is,
And I'll second.
that's Heath.
Motion for inexpedient to legislate on House Bill 332. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, the clerk will call the roll for the motion of inexpedient to legislate on House Bill 332.
It's ITL. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Representative Earth,
Yes.
Representative McGuire,
Yes.
Representative Petrie votes yes. Representative Emmerich,
Yes.
Representative Griffin,
Yes.
Representative Mooney,
Yes.
Representative Kofalt,
Yes.
Representative Bean,
Yes.
Representative Hall,
Yes.
Representative Sweeney,
Yes.
Representative Cambrils,
Yes.
Representative Popovich Muller,
Yes.
Representative Wallner,
Yes.
Representative Ogren,
Yes.
Representative Leishman,
Yes.
Representative Bucco,
Yes.
Representative Hewitt,
Yes.
Representative Heath,
Yes.
Representative Murray,
Yes.
Representative Evil,
Yes.
Representative Shapiro,
Yes.
Representative Haken Phillips,
Yes.
Representative Stringham,
Yes.
Representative Grassi,
Yes.
Representative Weiler.
Yes.
Mr. Chair, the vote is 25-0 to ITL a motion.
The vote being 25-0 on the motion of inexpedient to legislate for House Bill 332, I will report that for the consent calendar. Representative Emmerich.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. House Bill 419, I recognize Representative Petrie.
419, yes. Mr. Chairman, I move House Bill 419, ITL.
Is there a second? Thank you.
I will second.
Motion and a second on the motion of ITL for House Bill 419. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, the clerk will call the roll for inexpedient to legislate on House Bill 419.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Representative Earth,
Yes.
Representative McGuire,
Yes.
Representative Petrie votes yes. Representative Emmerich,
Yes.
Representative Griffin,
Yes.
Representative Mooney,
Yes.
Representative Kofalt,
Yes.
Representative Bean,
Yes.
Representative Hall,
Yes.
Representative Sweeney, Representative Cambrils,
Yes.
Representative Popovich Muller,
Yes.
Representative Wallner,
Yes.
Representative Norgren,
Yes.
Representative Leishman,
Yes.
Representative Bucco,
Yes.
Representative Hewitt,
Yes.
Representative Heath,
Yes.
Representative Murray,
Yes.
Representative Evil,
Yes.
Representative Shapiro,
Yes.
Representative Haken Phillips,
Yes.
Representative Stringham,
Yes.
Representative Grassi,
Yes.
Representative Weiler.
Yes.
Mr. Chair, the vote is 25-0 to ITL.
The vote being 25-0 on the motion of inexpedient to legislate on House Bill 419, I will report it out as for the consent calendar. Representative Emmerich.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. House Bill 420, I recognize Representative Petrie, Representative Heath.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, Chair. I move the motion ITL
And I will second it.
420, HB 420.
A motion of inexpedient to legislate and a second on House Bill 420. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, are you ready for the question? The clerk will call the roll of inexpedient to legislate on House Bill 420.
Okay, ITL. Representative Earth,
Yes.
Representative McGuire,
Yes.
Representative Petrie votes yes. Representative Emmerich,
Yes.
Representative Griffin,
Yes.
Representative Mooney,
Yes.
Representative Kofalt,
Yes.
Representative Bean,
Yes.
Representative Hall,
Yes.
Representative Sweeney,
Yes.
Representative Cambrils,
Yes.
Representative Popovich Muller,
Yes.
Representative Wallner,
Yes.
Representative Norgren,
Yes.
Representative Leishman,
Yes.
Representative Bucco,
Yes.
Representative Hewitt,
Yes.
Representative Heath,
Yes.
Representative Murray,
Yes.
Representative Evil,
Yes.
Representative Shapiro,
Yes.
Representative Haken Phillips,
Yes.
Representative Stringham, Representative Grassi,
Yes.
Representative Weiler.
Yes.
Mr. Chair, the vote is 25-0 to ITL motion.
The vote being 25-0 on the ITL motion for House Bill 420, we will report it for the consent calendar. Representative Emmerich.
House Bill 468. You have a copy of the bill at your workstation, and there's also an amendment. The committee voted unanimous on the 468, but we did want to amend it. We amended the date, the effective dates, because we'd already passed July 1 of 2023, and also the completion date. And we also added in paragraph 1, Roman numeral 3, in consultation with the Attorney General, was added to the language of the original bill. Other than that, the intent and the purpose is intact. So I would move Amendment 2023-2294H.
I'll second that.
A motion to accept House Bill, a correction to accept Amendment 2294 for House Bill 468. If you're in favor of the amendment, please raise your hand. Looks unanimous. Hands down. Any opposed? The amendment is adopted.
And now I would move 468 as amended.
Motion to recommend House Bill 468 as amended, ought to pass as amended. Second was
I'll
Representative
second.
Murray. Clerk will call the roll on the motion of ought to pass as amended with Amendment 2294 on House Bill 468.
468. That's 2294. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Representative Earth.
Yes.
Representative McGuire.
Yes.
Representative Petrie votes yes. Representative Emmerich.
Yes.
Representative Griffin.
Yes.
Representative Mooney.
Yes.
Representative Kofalt.
Yes.
Representative Bean.
Yes.
Representative Pohl.
Yes.
Representative Sweeney.
Yes.
Representative Cambrils.
Yes.
Representative Popovici Muller.
Yes.
Representative Wallner.
Yes.
Representative Norgren.
Yes.
Representative Leishman.
Yes.
Representative Bucco.
Yes.
Representative Hewitt.
Yes.
Representative Heath.
Yes.
Representative Murray.
Yes.
Representative Ebel.
Yes.
Representative Shapiro.
Yes.
Representative Haken Phillips.
Yes.
Representative Stringham.
Yes.
Representative Grassi.
Yes.
Representative Weiler.
Yes.
Mr. Chair, the motion ought to pass as amended is 25-0.
Okay, and 25-0, and due to the fact that it appropriates some money, we'll put this on the regular calendar. Representative Emmerich.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. HB 521, recognize Representative Petrie. Representative Heath. You got a lot of these, Joe.
For some reason, I wasn't here. How'd that happen? Let me see. 521. I move 521 ITL, I believe.
And I'll
Also
second
included in
it.
the budget.
Representative Heath
include-
seconds it.
And he seconds it. Okay.
Okay, is there any further discussion on the motion of inexpedient to legislate for House Bill 521? Seeing none, the clerk will call the roll on the motion of inexpedient to legislate for House Bill 521.
Okay. That's right. Let me see. 521. Sorry about that. I'm busy. A little busy at the time. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Appreciate it.
Representative Earth.
Yes.
Representative McGuire.
Yes.
Representative Petrie votes yes. Representative Emmerich.
Yes.
Representative Griffin.
Yes.
Representative Mooney.
Yes.
Representative Kofalt.
Yes.
Representative Bean.
Yes.
Representative Hole.
Yes.
Representative Sweeney.
Yes.
Representative Cambrils.
Yes.
Representative Popovici Muller.
Yes.
Representative Wallner.
Yes.
Representative Norgren.
Yes.
Representative Leishman.
Yes.
Representative Bucco.
Yes.
Representative Hewitt.
Yes.
Representative Heath.
Yes.
Representative Murray.
Yes.
Representative Ebel.
Yes.
Representative Shapiro.
Yes.
Representative Haken Phillips.
Yes.
Representative Stringham.
Yes.
Representative Grassi.
Yes.
Representative Weiler.
Yes.
Mr. Chair, the motion to ITL is 25-0.
Motion for ITL on House Bill 421 being 25-0, I will recommend it for the consent calendar. Representative Emmerich,
That was
521.
521.
521. Okay, okay, we got it.
I'll give you a second, Joe.
I'm good.
House Bill 529, recognized Representative Petrie and Representative Heath.
I move the motion ITL.
And I will second House Bill 529.
Motion on House Bill 529 is inexpedient to legislate. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, the clerk will call the roll for the motion of inexpedient to legislate on House Bill 529.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Okay, Representative Earth.
Yes.
Representative McGuire.
Yes.
Representative Petrie votes yes. Representative Emmerich.
Yes.
Representative Griffin.
Yes.
Representative Mooney.
Yes.
Representative Kofalt.
Yes.
Representative Bean.
Yes.
Representative Hole.
Yes.
Representative Sweeney.
Yes.
Representative Cambrels.
Yes.
Representative Popovici Muller.
Yes.
Representative Wallner.
Yes.
Representative Norgren.
Yes.
Representative Leishman.
Yes.
Representative Bucco.
Yes.
Representative Hewitt.
Yes.
Representative Heath.
Yes.
Representative Murray.
Yes.
Representative Ebel.
Yes.
Representative Shapiro.
Yes.
Representative Hawken Phillips.
Yes.
Representative Stringham.
Yes.
Representative Grassi.
Yes.
Representative Weiler.
Yes.
Mr. Chair, the vote is 25-0 to ITL this motion.
The vote being 25-0 on the motion of inexpedient to legislate on House Bill 529, I will recommend consent calendar. Representative Emmerich.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. House Bill 540, recognize Representative Petrie and Representative Heath.
540. I recommend ITL.
And I will second House Bill 540.
Motion and a second to mark House Bill 540 as inexpedient to legislate. Is there any further discussion? I see a light on down there. Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
Seeing none, the clerk will call a roll for the motion of inexpedient to legislate on House Bill 540 FNL.
540 ITL. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Representative Earth.
Yes.
Representative McGuire.
Yes.
Representative Petrie votes yes. Representative Emmerich.
Yes.
Representative Griffin.
Yes.
Representative Mooney.
Yes.
Representative Kofalt.
Yes.
Representative Bean.
Yes.
Representative Hole.
Yes.
Representative Sweeney.
Yes.
Representative Cambrels.
Yes.
Representative Popovici Muller.
Yes.
Representative Wallner.
Yes.
Representative Norgren.
Yes.
Representative Leishman.
Yes.
Representative Bucco.
Yes.
Representative Hewitt.
Yes.
Representative Heath.
Yes.
Representative Murray.
Yes.
Representative Ebel.
Yes.
Representative Shapiro.
Yes.
Representative Haken Phillips.
Yes.
Representative Stringham.
Yes.
Representative Grassi.
Yes.
Representative Weiler.
Yes.
Mr. Chair, the vote is 25-0 to ITL motion. 540.
The vote being 25-0 on the motion to inexpedient legislate for 540, I will recommend the consent calendar. Representative Emmerich.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. House Bill 541, I recognize Representative Petrie, Representative Heath.
Okay, 541.
Yes.
Mr. Chair, I move 541 inexpedient to legislate.
And I second HB 541.
Motion of inexpedient to legislate on House Bill 541. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, the clerk will call the roll for inexpedient to legislate on House Bill 541.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Representative Earth.
Yes.
Representative McGuire.
Yes.
Representative Petrie votes yes. Representative Emmerich.
Yes.
Representative Griffin.
Yes.
Representative Mooney.
Yes.
Representative Kofalt.
Yes.
Representative Bean.
Yes.
Representative Hole.
Yes.
Representative Sweeney.
Yes.
Representative Cambrels.
Yes.
Representative Popovici Muller.
Yes.
Representative Wallner.
Yes.
Representative Norgren.
Yes.
Representative Leishman.
Yes.
Representative Bucco.
Yes.
Representative Hewitt.
Yes.
Representative Heath.
Yes.
Representative Murray.
Yes.
Representative Ebel.
Yes.
Representative Shapiro.
Yes.
Representative Haken Phillips.
Yes.
Representative Stringham. Representative Grassi.
Yes.
Representative Weiler.
The motion, the vote being 25-0 on the motion of marking House Bill 541 inexpedient to legislate, I will recommend the consent calendar for that bill. Representative Emmerich.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. House Bill 542, I recognize Representative Petrie and Representative Heath.
Okay. Mr. Chair, I move House Bill 542 ITL.
And I will second House Bill 542.
Motion and a second to vote ITL on House Bill 542. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, the clerk will call a roll for the motion of inexpedient to legislate on House Bill 542.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Representative Earth?
Yes.
Representative McGuire?
Yes.
Representative Petrie votes yes. Representative Emmerich?
Yes.
Representative Griffin?
Yes.
Representative Mooney?
Yes.
Representative Kofalt?
Yes.
Representative Bean?
Yes.
Representative Hole?
Yes.
Representative Sweeney?
Yes.
Representative Cambrils?
Yes.
Representative Popovici Muller?
Yes.
Representative Wallner?
Yes.
Representative Norgren?
Yes.
Representative Leishman?
Yes.
Representative Bucco?
Yes.
Representative Hewitt?
Yes.
Representative Heath?
Yes.
Representative Murray?
Yes.
Representative Ebel?
Yes.
Representative Shapiro?
Yes.
Representative Haken Phillips?
Yes.
Representative Stringham?
Yes.
Representative Grassi?
Yes.
And Representative Weiler.
Yes.
Mr. Chair, the vote is 25-0 to ITL House Bill 542.
The vote being 25-0 on the motion of inexpedient to legislate for House Bill 542, I will recommend the consent calendar. Representative Emmerich.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. House Bill 546, relative to the school building aid program, I move ITL. The reason is that what the 546 does is it establishes $50 million net going for school building aid. The current legislation, or in the current budget, allocates $50 million, which includes the tail or the debt service. So what 546 did was move the debt service out of the 50 million and allow the full 50 million to go for school aid, building aid. Inasmuch as it was already in the budget at $50 million for both, I recommended ITL.
Second. Motion of inexpedient to legislate for House Bill 546 FNL. Is there any further discussion on the motion to inexpedient to legislate? Seeing none, the clerk will call the roll on the motion of inexpedient to legislate for House Bill 546.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Representative Earth?
Yes.
Representative McGuire?
Yes.
Representative Petrie votes yes. Representative Emmerich?
Yes.
Representative Griffin?
Yes.
Representative Mooney?
Yes.
Representative Kofalt?
Yes.
Representative Bean?
Yes.
Representative Hole?
Yes.
Representative Sweeney?
Yes.
Representative Cambrils?
Yes.
Representative Popovici Muller?
Yes.
Representative Wallner?
No.
Representative Norgren?
No.
Representative Leishman?
No.
Representative Bucco?
No.
Representative Hewitt?
No.
Representative Heath?
No.
Representative Murray?
No.
Representative Ebel?
No.
Representative Shapiro?
No.
Representative Haken Phillips?
No.
Representative Stringham?
No.
Representative Grassi?
No.
Representative Weiler?
Yes.
Mr. Chair, the vote is 13-12 to ITL motion. 546.
House Bill 546.
Excuse me, Mr. Chair, I just want to say that I will do a minority report for that.
Minority report.
Yep.
Thank you. Motion of inexpedient to legislate passes for House Bill 546. It will go on the regular calendar.
Move consent.
Question?
I move
Yes.
consent.
I assume that you'll be recommending OTP?
And by the way, I have some of your reports already, and as I said, some of the ones that are inexpedient to legislate, where they were incorporated in the budget, even if you don't give a report today, that's what it'll be. This bill was unnecessary as it was incorporated in HB2. Vote was X, and that's the way it'll go. Okay. Representative Emmerich.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. House Bill 560. I recognize Representative Petrie.
Thank you. I recommend HB 560 to make a motion to ITL.
Second. The motion of inexpedient to legislate for House Bill 560 has been made and seconded for inexpedient to legislate. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, the clerk will call the roll for the motion inexpedient to legislate for House Bill 560.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Representative Earth.
Yes.
Representative McGuire.
Yes.
Representative Petrie votes yes. Representative Emmerich.
Yes.
Representative Griffin.
Yes.
Representative Mooney.
Yes.
Representative Kofalt.
Yes.
Representative Bean.
Yes.
Representative Hole.
Yes.
Representative Sweeney.
Yes.
Representative Cambrels.
Yes.
Representative Popovici Muller.
Yes.
Representative Wallner.
Yes.
That was a yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Representative Norgren.
Yes.
Representative Leishman.
Yes.
Representative Bucco.
Yes.
Representative Hewitt.
Yes.
Representative Heath.
Yes.
Representative Murray.
Yes.
Representative Ebel.
Yes.
Representative Shapiro.
Yes.
Representative Haken Phillips.
Yes.
Representative Stringham.
Yes.
Representative Grassi.
Yes.
Representative Weiler.
Yes.
Mr. Chair, the vote is 25-0 to ITL House Bill 560.
The vote being 25-0 on the motion of inexpedient to legislate for House Bill 560, I will recommend that for the consent calendar. Representative Emmerich.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. House Bill 601, relative to state participation in the Medicaid Direct Certification Program for free and reduced price school meals. I recognize Representative Popovici Muller.
Thank you. I'd like to make a motion to ITL HB 601 FNL. Having been both in the Finance 2 Committee division and in the Joint Senate-House Committee that looked at the impact of allowing direct certification, for Medicaid, for FNR, I strongly believe that this bill needs to be ITL'd. The reasons are along the following lines. This has been argued as an issue about hunger, kids not having food in schools. Honestly, I've at both the committee with the Senate and also I asked a direct question to New Hampshire Hunger Solutions during the Finance 2 presentation if they have any data on kids actually not getting fed. There is no data, there are no anecdotes. Now, if there is an issue, the best way to look at it is to look at the SAU having lunch debt. We do not have statewide data on that. We did ask the DOE during the Finance 2 meeting to look for that data, and they said they will ask them, they will ask the school districts about this and gather some information. We may be able to address this in the future. The real point of this bill is to change the way, state education funds are distributed. Having been on the budget process, I know that we've already increased the funding by 193 million this year. Part of the funding was allocated considering the fact that these, 7,000 something kids who may be eligible are not enrolled in FNR. I think it would be unwise to make a change outside of the budget process. I believe that if this is a program that needs to be discussed, it should be during the normal budget process so we can make the necessary changes to the education formula to make sure that the funding is fair for everybody. There have also been concerns raised about the privacy of the people involved in the program and over the fact that they, need to have a choice to not be in a program they may not want to be in. For all those reasons, I, suggest that the ITL is the correct outcome.
I second the motion. I also make the comment that Medicare, if the person may be low income, but they may have good insurance from their employer, which would negate them being on Medicaid. So we can't assume that qualification for one program is equal to the qualification for the other. Is there any further discussion on House Bill 601? Seeing none, Are you ready for the question? The clerk will call a roll on the motion of inexpedient to legislate for House Bill 601.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Representative Earth.
Yes.
Representative McGuire.
Yes.
Yes.
Representative Petrie votes yes. Representative Emmerich.
Yes.
Representative Griffin.
Yes.
Representative Mooney.
Yes.
Representative Kofalt.
Yes.
Representative Bean.
Yes.
Representative Hole.
Yes.
Representative Sweeney.
Yes.
Representative Campbells.
Yes.
Representative Popovici Muller.
Yes.
Representative Wallner.
No.
Representative Norgren.
No.
Representative Leishman.
No.
Representative Bucco.
No.
Representative Hewitt.
No.
Representative Heath.
Absolutely no.
Representative Murray.
No.
Representative Ebel.
No.
Representative Shapiro.
No.
Representative Haken Phillips.
No.
Representative Stringham.
No.
Representative Grassi.
No.
Representative Weiler.
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, the vote is 13 to 12 in favor of the ITL. Oh, 601.
And Mr. Chair, there will be a minority report.
Minority report. Thank you. Okay. The vote being 13 to 12, House Bill 601 will be reported out as inexpedient to legislate on the regular calendar. Representative Emmerich.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. House Bill 620, establishing a division of early learning in the Department of Education relative to pre-kindergarten pilot program. I recognize Representative Popovici Miller.
I would like to make a motion to ITL.
Second.
The motion is based on the discussions we've had where we concluded, or at least the majority concluded, that this would just not be good policy, that past attempts to implement such programs did not result in a measurable improvement in the outcomes, and therefore it is not, necessary to spend funds on this.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to comment too.
Representative Emmerich is recognized.
Yeah, it came out as part of the discussion that this basically is reinventing Head Start. And so if you look at what Head Start did, if you go to the Head Start website, right on it, it says the program was ineffective. So for that reason, I support the ITL.
Representative Heath.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. House Bill 620 is a pilot program for pre-K for children 3 and 4 in public and community settings. My request would be that we reconsider the ITL for an interim study. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
If it is defeated, then we can have an alternate motion. The motion before us at the present time is inexpedient to legislate on House Bill 620, House Bill 620. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, the clerk will call a roll on the motion of inexpedient to legislate for House Bill 620.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Representative Earth.
Yes.
Representative McGuire.
Yes.
Representative Petrie votes yes. Representative Emmerich.
Yes.
Representative Griffin.
Yes.
Representative Mooney.
Yes.
Representative Kofalt.
Yes.
Representative Bean.
Yes.
Representative Hole.
Yes.
Representative Sweeney.
Yes.
Representative Campbells.
Yes.
Representative Popovici Muller.
Yes.
Representative Wallner.
No.
Representative Norgren.
No.
Representative Leishman.
No.
Representative Buch.
No.
Representative Hewitt.
No.
Representative Heath.
No.
Representative Murray.
No.
Representative Ebel.
No.
Representative Shapiro.
No.
Representative Haken Phillips.
No.
Representative Stringham.
No.
Representative Grassi.
No.
Representative Weiler.
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, the vote is 13 to 12 of ITL of 620.
Vote is 13 to 12. The motion of inexpedient to legislate is adopted for House Bill 620. It will go on the regular calendar.
And there will be a minority report
And there will
for
be a
interim
minority
study.
report. Thank you.
Thank you.
Representative Emmerich.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. House Bill 638, relative to the extraordinary needs grants to schools. I'll make the motion for ITL because in the committee report, we don't know who made the motion, so I'll make the motion at this time. Since it's 9-0, I feel pretty comfortable with this one.
I'll second that, Mr. Chairman.
Motion and a second to inexpedient to legislate for House Bill 638. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, the clerk will call a roll on the motion of inexpedient to legislate on House Bill 638.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Representative Earth,
Yes.
Representative McGuire,
Yes.
Representative Petrie votes yes. Representative Emmerich,
Yes.
Representative Griffin,
Yes.
Representative Mooney,
Yes.
Representative Kofol,
Yes.
Representative Bean,
Yes.
Representative Hole,
Yes.
Representative Sweeney,
Yes.
Representative Campbells,
Yes.
Representative Popovici Muller,
Yes.
Representative Wallner,
Yes.
Representative Organ.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Was that okay? Thank you. Representative Leishman,
Yes.
Representative Bucco,
Yes.
Representative Hewitt,
Yes.
Representative Heath,
Yes.
Representative Murray,
Yes.
Representative Ebel,
Yes.
Representative Shapiro,
Yes.
Representative Haken Phillips,
Yes.
Representative Stringham,
Yes.
Representative Grassi,
Yes.
and Representative Weiler.
Yes.
Mr. Chair, the vote is 25-0 to ITL House Bill 638.
The vote being 25-0, the recommendation will be ITL, House Bill 638 on the consent calendar. Moving on to Division 3, we'll call upon Representative Murray. Thank you, Division 2, and thank you for all your work.
Yeah,
Representative Petrie, on both sides of it,
I didn't do anything.
both the recording and the motions.
No, we try to keep it straight.
Representative Murray.
Mooney. Thank you very
Mooney.
much, Mr. Chairman. I appreciate it. I would move on House Bill 91, ITL.
First mistake today. Okay. Is there a second?
Okay, thank you. Mr. Chairman, I'd like to speak to the motion if I could on House Bill 91. So House Bill 91, relative to privacy obligations of the Department of Health and Human Services, this bill creates a Data Privacy and Information Technology Security Governance Board within the New Hampshire Department of Health and Human Services in order to oversee data privacy, risk calculation, and mitigation. This bill was incorporated in House Bill 2, specifically Section 79:425 through 79:427. It came out of Division 3 with a 9-0 endorsement of ITL. I would ask the committee to approve that motion. Thank you.
Motion and a second for ITL on House Bill 91. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, the clerk will call the roll on the motion of inexpedient to legislate on House Bill 91.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Representative Earth,
Yes.
Representative McGuire,
Yes.
Representative Petrie votes yes. Representative Emmerich,
Yes.
Representative Griffin,
Yes.
Representative Mooney,
Yes.
Representative Kofol,
Yes.
Representative Bean,
Yes.
Representative Hole,
Yes.
Representative Sweeney,
Yes.
Representative Campbells,
Yes.
Representative Popovici Muller,
Yes.
Representative Wallner,
Yes.
Representative Organ,
Yes.
Representative Leishman,
Yes.
Representative Bucco,
Yes.
Representative Hewitt,
Yes.
Representative Heath,
Yes.
Representative Murray,
Yes.
Representative Ebel,
Yes.
Representative Shapiro,
Yes.
Representative Haken Phillips,
Yes.
Representative Stringham,
Yes.
Representative Grassi,
Yes.
and Representative Weiler.
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, the vote is 25-0 to ITL House Bill 91.
The vote being 25-0, the recommendation will be inexpedient to legislate for House Bill 91 on the consent calendar.
Mr. Chairman,
Mooney.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
although we just took this up, I should have mentioned something before in terms of the bill. Maine had a data breach this past summer. It was announced 2 days ago for the entire state relative to government contain data. We need to be really careful as a state in how we manage our data. I'm glad we did something in the budget, but there is more to be done.
Thank you. I did put it on consent, yes. Okay, Representative Mooney.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm going to move House Bill 282 as an ITL.
ITL for motion for House Bill 282. Is there a second from Division 3?
Second.
Second, right by Representative Earth.
I can speak to that motion.
You are recognized.
House Bill 282, relative to including certain children and pregnant women in Medicaid and the Children's Health Insurance Program. This bill waives the 5-year waiting period for Medicaid and CHIP coverage for children and pregnant women lawfully residing in the United States. Currently, 35 other states have waived this 5-year wait for lawful immigrants. This bill was included in House Bill 2, passed and signed into law on June 20th, 2023. Specifically, within that bill, Section 79:412. The bill was endorsed, ITL, by Division 3, 9-0, and I'd ask the committee then to approve that motion. Thank you.
Motion of any expedient to legislate has been made and seconded on House Bill 282. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, the clerk will call the roll for inexpedient to legislate on House Bill 282.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Representative Earth.
Yes.
Representative McGuire.
Yes.
Representative Petrie votes yes. Representative Emmerich.
Yes.
Representative Griffin.
Yes.
Representative Mooney.
Yes.
Representative Kofal.
Yes.
Representative Bean.
Yes.
Representative Hole.
Yes.
Representative Sweeney.
Yes.
Representative Cambrels.
Yes.
Representative Popovici Muller.
Yes.
Representative Wallner.
Yes.
Representative Norgren.
Yes.
Representative Leishman.
Yes.
Representative Bucco.
Yes.
Representative Hewitt.
Yes.
Representative Heath.
Yes.
Representative Murray.
Yes.
Representative Ebel.
Yes.
Representative Shapiro.
Yes.
Representative Haken Phillips.
Yes.
Representative Stringham.
Yes.
Representative Grassi.
Yes.
And Representative Weiler.
Yes.
Mr. Chair, the vote is 25-0 to ITL House Bill 282.
The vote being 25-0, we have adopted the motion of inexpedient to legislate on House Bill 282. I will recommend it for the consent calendar. Representative Mooney.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm going to move on House Bill 527 ITL, and I'd like to speak to the motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
You are recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This bill, House Bill 527, relative to Medicaid reimbursement rates for certain assisted living facilities. Now, this bill would increase the Medicaid reimbursement rates for what's called certain small assisted living facilities. The bill asked for $115 per day, a difference from what it currently had, which was $56.88 per day. This bill was incorporated in House Bill 2, specifically Section 79:239. We got some clarification from when Division 3 met as to what these small assisted living facilities would get now per day from House Bill 2, and it ranges between $73 per day to about $113 a day, depending on the code that they fall into. So they did receive a very generous increase in the budget passed earlier this year. Came out of committee a 9-0 with an endorsement on ITL, so I'd ask this full committee to adopt the motion as well. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
We have a motion and a second to mark House Bill 527 as inexpedient to legislate. Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, the clerk will call the roll on the motion of inexpedient to legislate House Bill 527.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Representative Earth.
Yes.
Representative McGuire.
Yeah. Yes.
Representative Petrie votes yes. Representative Emmerich.
Yes.
Representative Griffin.
Yes.
Representative Mooney.
Yes.
Representative Kofal.
Yes.
Representative Bean.
Yes.
Representative Hole.
Yes.
Representative Sweeney,
Yes.
Representative Cambrils,
Yes.
Representative Popovici Muller,
Yes.
Representative Wallner,
Yes.
Representative Norgren,
Yes.
Representative Leishman,
Yes.
Representative Bucco,
Yes.
Representative Hewitt,
Yes.
Representative Heath,
Yes.
Representative Murray,
Yes.
Representative Ebel,
Yes.
Representative Shapiro,
Yes.
Representative Haken Phillips,
Yes.
Representative Stringham,
Yes.
Representative Grassi,
Yes.
Representative Weiler.
Yes.
Mr. Chair, the vote is 25-0 to ITL House Bill 527.
The vote being 25-0 on the motion of inexpedient to legislate on House Bill 527, that report is adopted and it will be recommended for the consent calendar. Representative Mooney.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm going to move on House Bill 565 ITL, and I'd like to speak to my motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Representative Earth. You are recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. This bill, relative to expanding Medicaid to include certain postpartum health care services. So what this bill allows, and the end of the story is that this bill is incorporated in House Bill 2, but what this bill allows is postpartum health care services within Medicaid for a full year, as opposed to what was currently a 6-month period. This concept is now in House Bill 2, signed into law in June, specifically Section 79:421. The ITL motion came out of Division 3, 9-0, and I'd ask the committee to vote the same. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
A motion of inexpedient is second, and a second on House Bill 565. Is there any further discussion? See a red light on. Representative Hacken Phillips. Okay, that's usually an indication you want to say something, but seeing none, the clerk will call a roll of motion of inexpedient to legislate on House Bill 565.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Representative Earth,
Yes.
Representative McGuire,
Yes.
Representative Petrie votes yes. Representative Emmerich, Representative Griffin,
Yes.
Representative Mooney,
Yes.
Representative Kofol,
Yes.
Representative Bean,
Yes.
Representative Hole,
Yes.
Representative Sweeney,
Yes.
Representative Cambrils,
Yes.
Representative Popovici Muller,
Yes.
Representative Wallner,
Yes.
Representative Norgren,
Yes.
Representative Leishman,
Yes.
Representative Bucco,
Yes.
Representative Hewitt,
Yes.
Representative Heath,
Yes.
Representative Murray,
Yes.
Representative Ebel,
Yes.
Representative Shapiro,
Yes.
Representative Haken Phillips,
Yes.
Representative Stringham,
Yes.
Representative Grassi,
Yes.
Representative Weiler.
Yes.
Mr. Chair, the vote is 25-0 to ITL House Bill 565.
The vote being 25-0, the recommendation will be inexpedient to legislate for House Bill 565 and request the consent calendar. Representative Mooney.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'd like to move House Bill 614 as ITL, and I'd like to speak to the motion.
Is there a second? Motion and a second on House Bill 614. Representative Mooney is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This bill is relative to making an appropriation to the Department of Health and Human Services to fund the Merrimack, New Hampshire Kidney Cancer Incidence Phase 3 feasibility study. This bill was incorporated into House Bill 2 earlier this year, specifically Section 79:429. Now, this bill appropriates funding for a Phase 3 feasibility study to determine the effects of PFAS causing kidney cancer in the town of Merrimack. Only 2 other New Hampshire communities, 2, in the past 10 years, have risen to the level of a Phase 3 study indicating the severity of the PFAS pollution on the human body, specifically my home community, Merrimack, New Hampshire. I would ask that the full committee vote for ITL because, again, the town of Merrimack is very grateful that it was included in House Bill 2 and the Phase 3 study will proceed because of the budget earlier passed this year. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Motion of inexpedient to legislate and a second on House Bill 614. Is there any further discussion from committee members? Seeing none, the clerk will call a roll on the motion of inexpedient to legislate on House Bill 614.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Representative Erf.
Yes.
Representative McGuire.
Yes.
Representative Petrie votes yes. Representative Emmerich.
Yes.
Representative Griffin.
Yes.
Representative Mooney.
Yes.
Representative Kofalt.
Yes.
Representative Bean.
Yes.
Representative Hole.
Yes.
Representative Sweeney.
Yes.
Representative Cambrels.
Yes.
Representative Popovici Muller.
Yes.
Representative Wallner.
Yes.
Representative Norgren.
Yes.
Representative Leishman.
Yes.
Representative Bucco.
Yes.
Representative Hewitt.
Yes.
Representative Heath.
Yes.
Representative Murray.
Yes.
Representative Evil.
Yes.
Representative Shapiro.
Yes.
Representative Haken Phillips.
Yes.
Representative Stringham.
Yes.
Representative Grassi.
Yes.
Representative Weiler.
Yes.
Mr. Chair, the vote is 25-0 to ITL House Bill 614.
The vote being 25-0 on the motion of inexpedient to legislate for House Bill 614, it will be reported that way and recommend for the consent calendar. Representative Mooney.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. On Senate Bill 239, if Representative Hole is ready to make a motion for interim study, then we can entertain that now.
Sure. Relative to Senate Bill 239, the term harm reduction was not well defined. We had a lot of discussions on it. This obviously needs additional work. I move interim study.
I will second.
Second by Representative Kofal. The motion is interim study, and I see Representative Shapiro has further comments.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. As previously noted, this is a Senate bill that is meant to codify harm reduction that's already exists and is being provided for in New Hampshire, and also to codify the provision of substance misuse services through the Doorways program. When it initially came to Health and Human Services, there was concern that the definition of harm reduction was not specific enough, and it would open the door to some kinds of harm reduction activities that are done in other states that we were not ready for here in New Hampshire, such as safe injection sites, I think. The other kinds of harm reductions that are already being done here, like needle exchanges, infectious disease reduction, overdose reversal through the use of naloxone, are already happening here. So because of that concern that the definition was not clear enough, there was a bipartisan effort to rewrite the definition, and a floor amendment was brought, and that amendment was passed 359 to 18 in the full House. Broad consensus that that definition was narrow enough and specific enough to allow for harm reduction that we were already doing, but would not open the doors to things that we did not want to see in New Hampshire. It was followed by a voice vote on the floor. And so this bill, if it was to pass, would not change anything that was being done here already. All these things are already being done here. It would just guarantee that they would be able to be done into the future. So I would ask that we vote no on the motion for interim study, so an alternative motion can be made. Thank you.
Representative Kofal is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So as the person who actually brought the floor amendment to clarify the definition of harm reduction, I obviously voted for that floor amendment, and I voted for the original bill. I think the fact that we had such broad support for the original bill, or the bill as amended on the floor, speaks to the fact that there is broad consensus that we need to do things to reduce harm. Having said that, I have subsequently learned some new information about harm reduction, how that is interpreted in other states, and it gives me serious concerns about the legislation, even with the clarifying amendment that we brought. I would like to see this bill move forward. I think that we need to continue to explore ways to implement harm reduction in New Hampshire. However, this bill as it is right now is not ready for prime time. I do not feel comfortable with the definition of harm reduction. Therefore, I believe that an interim study is the right path forward for this bill.
Thank you. Representative Hall.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Having spent 2 years of my life working at a drug and alcohol rehab, I have some relevant understanding and experience in this domain. I'm not sure all the proposed solutions that are part of harm reduction address some of the underlying mental health issues and environment issues and social issues that drive people to start using illicit drugs. There are things that can be done. The bill does not address those. I think the best thing we can do is move forward with actually putting some time and effort into this to address those who are abusing their lives, their bodies via medications and illegal drugs, and then start to reduce the number of people who end up dying from some of this.
Any further discussion on,
I got a question.
excuse me, on Senate Bill 239? Representative Petrie.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chairman. What's the difference? Does this mean the bill dies? Or why can't the bill be reintroduced as a different bill? Could someone explain
We're
that?
still in the first year of the session. So interim study will come forward. It can be taken up next session and some decision made at the end of that session for next year. But, yeah. 2024.
This can't be brought back in 2024. 2025. Study. This would be for 2025 if it's going for a study. That's correct. We're in the second year of the session right now. It won't be voted on till January. So this is gone for the next 12 months, more than 12 months before we ever see this back. That's right.
Thank you. All right, so any further discussion on Senate Bill 239? Seeing none, the clerk will call a roll on the motion of interim study for Senate Bill 239.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Representative Urf.
Yes.
Representative McGuire.
Yes.
Representative Petrie votes yes. Representative Emmerich.
Yes.
Representative Griffin.
Yes.
Representative Mooney.
Yes.
Representative Kofal.
Yes.
Representative Bean.
Yes.
Representative Hall.
Yes.
Representative Sweeney.
Yes.
Representative Campbells.
Yes.
Representative Popovici Muller.
Yes.
Representative Wallner.
No.
Representative Norgren.
No.
Representative Leishman.
No.
Representative Bucco.
No.
Representative Hewitt.
No.
Representative Heath.
No.
Representative Murray.
No.
Representative Ebel.
No.
Representative Shapiro.
No.
Representative Haken Phillips.
No.
Representative Stringham.
No.
Representative Grassi.
No.
Representative Weiler.
Yes.
Mr. Chair, the vote is 13 to 12 for interim study second year.
Minority report? Okay, thank you. The motion being, the vote being 13 to 12 on the motion to interim study Senate Bill 239, it will be so reported and recommended for the regular calendar. Representative Mooney.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. As for Senate Bill 263, I would recognize Representative Urf for an ITL motion if he's ready.
He was born ready.
That's that way to speak.
Senate Bill 263, I recommend ITL and like to speak to my motion.
You may recognize.
Second.
it. And the second was Representative Hall.
Okay, or Mooney. It's fine.
Either one.
So, SB 263 in its entirety is included exactly in HB 2
with one exception and only one exception. And I think there are 5 parts, if I'm not mistaken, to the bill. The one exception is the term of the extension of Medicaid expansion or the Granted Advantage program. In HB2, as we passed it, that's a 7-year extension. In SB 263 that's before us, it makes it permanent. At this point, there's a variety of reasons I think it's a mistake to make it permanent, but one of them is we don't really have a clear idea of the costs of the program. So this program began 5 years ago, I believe. And during that time, it's gone up in cost, which is not unexpected. But more than that, we had COVID, which drove up the costs substantially because a state of emergency was declared. And then based on that declaration, what do they call those things they do? The executive order, thank you, Mary Jane, was done that prevented states from removing people from the Medicaid program and the Medicaid expansion program. So what that meant was somebody who might qualify for Medicaid in a single month wound up being on there for a number of years. And that time period did not even lapse at the point when the president indicated that COVID was really a thing of the past. The extension, the emergency was allowed to extend beyond that time. So now people have started coming off. That began earlier this year, so the costs will start going back down again. But what that tells us is not much. We don't really have a clear understanding of where this program is going. And I have a further issue with this program, with the Granted Advantage program in particular, because as many people are not aware, it is not on the budget. So it's not easy for any of us to find out what the actual cost of the program is, or in fact, even how it's funded. And while we, the House, did try to, in the budget, require that it be put onto the budget in HB2, the Senate stripped that out in the version of the budget, which is what we passed in the spring. So 2 things, one, the fact that we don't have a great track record now to look at, but 2, going forward, it's very clear that with a simple declaration of the state of emergency, which doesn't require any laws being passed by Congress, the executive branch can then turn around and say, well, we're not going to let anybody come off of Medicaid again at some point in the future. In other words, they can change the program without our having any impact on that, without Congress having any impact on that, and that will drive up our costs independent of anything that we're doing other than having to pass another law at that point in time. So for those reasons, I recommend that we kill this so that we have our 7-year extension, our 7-year extension as in current law, and we can revisit this at the end of that time frame. Thank you.
Further discussion? I see some lights on. Representative Stringham?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. For the past 8 years, Medicaid expansion has provided primary care, preventative services, and specialty care to low-income residents and workers, contributing to the healthier workforce while reducing uncompensated care and thereby reducing insurance rates in the individual market. SB 263 received strong support from the business and medical community upon its introduction in the Senate and passed on that body on a unanimous bipartisan vote. The House voted 193 to 166 to pass this legislation on May 18th, and it was subsequently referred to the Finance Committee and retained. Following its retention in House Finance, the 7-year extension of Granted State Advantage was enacted as part of HB2, as my esteemed colleague mentioned. Therefore, the fiscal impact of this legislation is already accounted for in the state budget. SB 263 is sound policy and should again pass the House. While the extension enacted in HB2 provides short-term stability by enabling the state to negotiate 5-year contracts with managed care organizations, it does not provide the long-term stability required to meet the medical needs of Granted Staters. Removing the sunset would allow the providers to build infrastructure and provide the workforce necessary to meet our state's needs, improving the quality of care for everyone. Getting rid of the sunset doesn't do anything to address the still can be addressed, the other issues that my colleague mentioned as well. So I ask everyone to vote no on the ITL motion so that an order pass motion that the House, Senate, business community, and medical community supported can be voted on. Thanks.
Representative Griffin, you have your light on. You have input. Representative Shapiro?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I would just like to add that when Senate Bill 263 came to the House the first time, before it was sent to the Finance Committee, there were many, many amendments that came up for a vote. The first amendment that came up for a vote was to limit the extension for 6 years, almost identical to what eventually happened in the budget. And believe me, I was happy that it came out at 7 years in the budget. So when the amendment to limit it to 6 years came up in the House, it was voted down. So I just wanted to make it clear that we've already visited this issue of the amount of time of the extension, and the House position was to vote down limiting it to 6 years and keeping it as permanent. And I would just, along with my colleague, urge you to vote this down so that we can make Medicaid expansion permanent. Thank you.
Further discussion? Seeing none, the clerk will call the roll on the motion of inexpedient to legislate on Senate Bill 263 FN.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Representative Erf.
Yes.
Representative McGuire.
Yes.
Representative Petrie votes yes. Representative Emmerich.
Yes.
Representative Griffin.
Yes.
Representative Mooney.
Yes.
Representative Kofal.
Yes.
Representative Bean.
Yes.
Representative Hole.
Yes.
Representative Sweeney.
Yes.
Representative Cambrils.
Yes.
Representative Popovici Muller.
Yes.
Representative Wallner.
No.
Representative Norgren.
No.
Representative Leishman.
Yes.
Hey, that's all right. I didn't write it down. You're covered. You're covered. Representative Bucco.
No.
Representative Hewitt.
No.
Representative Heath.
No.
Representative Murray.
No.
Representative Ebel.
No.
Representative Shapiro.
No.
Representative Haken Phillips.
No.
Representative Stringham.
No.
Representative Grassi.
No.
Representative Weiler.
Yes.
Mr. Chair, the vote is 13 to 12 to ITL Senate Bill 263.
Motion, motion, minority report. The vote being 13 to 12, the recommendation is inexpedient to legislate on Senate Bill 263 FN. It will go on the regular calendar. The reports, for those of you that made the motions, are due today. They'll have to go, and thank you, Representative Ebel has already turned them in. And I think one of yours is going to be used as a minority report. Okay.
Sorry, I didn't mention that earlier.
I knew we'd have that discussion and we'd work that out. I appreciate the efficiency of all the committee and our newly added members that appreciate your being here to fill in. Thank you all for your work, and we'll see you on the floor the next time we meet. So we'll have our reports ready and they will go forward. And I thank you all for your attendance and your efficiency. Except for mine. Good work.